We will die on this hill. This is Simply Bitcoin. We break down the news from Twitter, the Daily Fail, meme review, software releases, the websites by plebes or plebs. And joining us today, our special guest, he is the creator and maintainer of satbase.org, Jestopher, fellow Bitcoiner and pleb. Anyways, let's go to the numbers. He's going to join us soon. All right. At the time of this recording, the block height is 684,120. The Bitcoin price, 42,830. Chain rewrite days. Nice bump on the chain rewrite days. 628. And for the, and I'm going to say this correctly, shout out to, it's going to be at Beef or Bacon for giving me the correction. Okay. It is the total public Lightning capacity, 1,333.57. Bitcoin versus gold market cap, 6.64%. Total sats per dollar, disgusting, 2,335.
Fuck you, Elon. Not cool. But yeah, man, you know, Phil, it seems unbelievable that the all-time high was only 34 days ago. It feels like 34 years ago. But yeah, man, Elon, WTF.
Okay, look, we were bound to have a dip like this. People, right? We were saying this yesterday. People have short memories, right? We don't remember, like in 2017, like I remember Bitcoin died. You know, it hit 10K, then it went back to 5K, right? Like, it's like a 50% chop, you know? Anyways, so.
You're right. Wartime Nico, stack! What are you doing?
We're all good.
We're fine. We're super happy. This is my happy face.
That's right.
Phil, it's time for
the Daily Fail. Taking a little bit of a break from dumping on Elon. I think Jack Mahler's, you know, kind of really dug him into the grave, right? So we'll give him a bit of a rest. But Dogecoin, we're still seeing lots of fail comments. Anyways, so here we go. 35-year-old single mom of three lost the opportunity to cash out. I want you to listen to the language here, okay? Listen to the language. I've lost the opportunity to cash out tens of thousands at the peak. I have $0 in my bank account. If I can hodl, you can hodl too. Don't let Bitcoin buttheads scare you off. Doge Army. Okay. So look, I'm sorry, you know, this is a bag holder that is pissed that they didn't get to dump their bags. Okay. But yet at the end of this, they are stand strong, Doge Army, right? Because I need somebody to buy those fucking bags when I dump. I mean, that's what shitcoining is, right? Like right there, I lost the opportunity. Okay. So I missed selling at all-time highs. And now I need everyone to hodl so we can get back to where I was. So I'm so like, look, it's really rough. This is a person who obviously bought the top, and I know that they expect that it's going to go much higher and do great things. But in the rest of that tweet thread, I mean, you know, this person goes on to talk about how Doge is going to become money, you know, if Earth gets destroyed, and how you'd want to hold it. Like, holy crap. Like, talk about being deluded. You should just be buying Bitcoin. You know, like this is, especially you're a single mother of three. Like if you're going to be buying anything out of this space, you should be buying Bitcoin. Anyways.
Yeah, man, I completely agree with you, Phil. And it just, man, I think the reason that tweet got so much attention was the fact that she started it with, I'm a single mother of three. And the fact that she is a single mother of three and she's gambling, you know, potentially putting food on the table, because she did say that she had $0 in her bank account on Doge. And man, and like, Elon, this is what you caused, bro. Yeah. This is what you caused. You know that, right? Like you're hurting people and you're
can't afford it to be hurt. They can't afford to be hurt, you know?
They can't. Anyways. And man, this just goes to show like the unit bias is so strong. We need a transition I know Cash App is already doing it. Like we need to transition from BTC to sats, right? Because then people are going to feel good, right? I think right now it only costs a couple $100 to stack 1 million sats. You know, you'll look back, you know, 5-10 years from now, you'd be like, I can't believe I could get 1 million sats for a couple $100. So hopefully more exchanges move in that direction. And at least Jack got something right, and he did add sats to the Cash App, and I think a couple other exchanges do it as well, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, Jestopher, our dear lightning guru, what do you think of Phil's fail?
Oh man, it's painful to watch happen, but I think there's a reason you guys call it simply Bitcoin, because it's just much easier just to stick with the one true coin. I hate to see people get wrecked on Doge. Man, like getting rid of those bags is gonna be rough, and not a cute dog rough, but.
The cute dog rough.
Oh man. But I feel bad, man.
It does. Like it does feel bad, but at the same time, you're like, it's so we're buttheads because we don't support your, your shitcoining. You know what? Nobody supported my shitcoining either. It's like I would sit there and post stupid stuff and then I would get dumped on. Rightfully so. And I learned. Anyways.
And it's not even like, and I think that's like the biggest misconception that I think like Lex Friedman and Elon was. And it's like, dude, like you're getting dumped on because you're promoting caca, like
exactly.
That's why you're getting dumped on. It has nothing to do with your person or your character or your whatever. It's like you're causing, like us Bitcoiners knew that Elon promoting caca would result in example 1 that you just pointed out, Phil.
There you go.
Like you could definitely say for sure that Elon is partly responsible for that. Like that's not outstretching or anything. Like, do you think people would be buying it if Elon wasn't tweeting to his 50-something million followers on Twitter?
Nope.
Not a chance.
He's a scammer. Everyone's a scammer. But anyways, Phil, it's time for it.
The daily meme review.
All right, everybody. The meme for today is brought to us by a plebe, a fellow pleb, a pleb, a pleb. You go follow him at Spinty8. Spinte.
We're gonna have him on the show.
Okay, and we can finally ask him how to pronounce.
Finally, ask him how to pronounce his name.
It's true. Oh my god! Finally. Okay. Yeah, bro. Because you've been saying it wrong for months.
Saying it wrong.
Spinte8. Spite8. Anyways. Okay. Let's check it out. My old friends cheap with maths. My new friends lines with the laser eyes. Epic. I can so relate to that. It's so hard for me to relate to my normie friends. And because of that, I'm going to give it 100 trillion and one Zimbabwe dollars. And what these things have in common is that they're absolutely worthless. Well, they're not totally worthless because you could buy these because there's a collector's item. But they're definitely not worth what they were supposed to be worth. Anyways, Phil.
Very good score. Interesting that you can buy worthless money as a collectible. Anyways, we're not even going to get down that road. Yeah, totally love it. Funny right away. It is niche, right? It's a little bit niche, like you said. And for that, it is going to get a very niche score, okay? Just got this in the mail last night. Here we go. The Citadel 21 reflective sticker.
Ooh, yeah. What the fuck, Rick? How come I don't have one, dude?
Not Rick, Hodlonaut, and Katya.
Oh, okay.
Citadel 21.
Okay, all right.
Oh, magazine.
I felt betrayed. Oh yeah, I felt betrayed. I was like, hey. Oh no, but that's awesome. Shout out, bro. Man, I love what they're doing. But that's an awesome sticker. But anyways, Jestopher, what would you give that meme?
Dude, I love the meme. And it speaks like it's so true because I think all my friends here locally are like all my normie friends. They're scared out of their minds. And so I like to see those laser eyes come out and be, completely not afraid. You could be bold because we got fuck you money. So I'll go ahead and give this meme some protection for those laser eyes. And put on some roll-up sunglasses.
Ooh.
Brings the heat.
Amazing.
And he's got the shade.
Dude. And look, they roll up. They roll up, man. They just roll up.
Awesome.
That's crazy. Okay, so Citadel 20. Whoa. I just realized I confused crypto. Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
What the fuck is crypto?
Crypto cloaks, dude.
Okay. Whoa.
I confused.
Freaks me out. You just said all I heard was crypto. I'm like, what?
I confused crypto cloaks with Citadel 21, and that's why. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, I get it now. Okay, so anyways, a Citadel 21 sticker, not a Crypto Cloak sticker, which is what I thought originally, which is why I got jealous and I said, what the fuck, Rick? A roll-up sunglasses, and of course, completely worthless money, like all shit coins and all anything that isn't Bitcoin. But anyways, Phil, it's time for
The Daily News, sponsored by
Crypto Cloaks.
All right, everybody, the news for today. Check this out. Taproot activation 85%. It looks like it's going to be squeezed in through without a user activated soft fork. I'm going to keep reiterating this point. This was completely done in a decentralized manner. There wasn't Vitalik tweeting and then everyone following. Everyone had to make a conscious decision or the mining pools had to make a conscious decision to signal for Taproot. It looks like we're headed in that direction. That is super awesome. Guys, you have any comments on that? Because it looks like this is a nice W.
I'm gonna cede my points to Jestopher.
Dude, this is tremendously bullish. I mean, we've got something that's good for the protocol, and people are, finally getting up off their asses and actually signaling for this like really positive change that helps out privacy and just transaction throughput. I'd love to see it.
Absolutely. This is great. This is phenomenal for Lightning Network, right? Taproot is a major improvement for that. We're going to get to that in a second. Check this out, Phil. Michael Saylor has it, man. While we're stacking sats, he's stacking Bitcoin. Double down again. Super awesome. Michael's MicroStrategy acquires additional 10 million in Bitcoin. Average price of $43,663. This guy is he's going all in. But look, to be fair, he's leading the charge. Okay, he's leading the Bitcoin for corporations, so he has to inspire confidence if he wants other people to jump on the train. But just a friendly reminder, Honey Badger doesn't give a fuck anyways. Like we saw with Elon lately, Honey Badger doesn't care if Tesla dumps the bags, but it just goes to show Michael Saylor's conviction and his belief that this thing's going to go to the moon, like it already has and is. Anyways, Phil?
He's stacking cornfields, plain and simple. This guy's a freaking farmer, and he's stacking all the fields. So like we're gonna have nothing left. Like we're sitting there, just trying to get kernels off of one freaking, off of like one corn, and like this guy's just stacking the fields.
Oh my god!
But I mean, look, it's what again. People like Michael Saylor, this is validation for us, right? Because we already have our layers of conviction. And then when we see him, we're just like me, I'm just like, man, I wish I could stack that corn. That's all that happens. Like, I don't sit there and think anything else. I'm just like, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's so amazing.
I'm bitter that I can't do it myself, but that's amazing.
Man, it's what you said, bro. He's plowing fields of corn, dude. Man. He has like an industrial farm machine, all the corn, dude. And we're like individually picking each individual cob, like the plebs that we are.
Stacking kernels.
Stacking kernels. Jestopher, you want to add to all this?
Yeah. He's making me look real broke. I wish I could stack sats like that. Here I am, like with my pockets turned inside out, and he's just dropping millions. I mean, props to him. But it's like it's always a good thing, kind of like what's happening with Elon right now. Like when we scare people out of it, because like I want to stack that corn. Like you want to talk about like kind of redistributing wealth in the world, like talk about just billionaires selling their Bitcoin, because I'm ready to stack it as soon as that hits the market.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Phil, in another case of what the F is going on with the world, well, it's these years, this fourth turning, nothing surprises us. It just seems like one big comedy. But check this out. We covered this when this came out, Phil. After a Bitcoin crackdown, China now calls it an investment alternative. And this article was published not that long ago, April 19, 2021. And just to quote the People's Bank of China, I guess he is, an executive there. To quote what he said, we regard Bitcoin and stablecoin and shitcoin. So we regard Bitcoin and shitcoins. These are investment alternatives. Well, today, China bans financial payment institutions. Oh, there's an ad from Goldman Sachs.
Love it.
China bans financial lockdown. Sure thing. Lock in a guaranteed return with a fixed interest rate.
Ooh.
Or you could just buy Bitcoin, you fucking idiots. Okay, anyways.
Well, 0.5%. Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank you.
They're so
grateful.
Think about how much money they spent. They're so fucked. Okay.
Scumbags.
Anyways, okay.
Coin sacks. Anyways.
Yeah, straight up, bro. Shitcoin sacks. I love that. Okay. China bans financial payment institutions from Bitcoin and shitcoin businesses. And this was May 18th. And this April 19th, not even a couple months ago, we regard it as an alternative investment.
Dude, how many times did they ban Bitcoin in 2017, 2018?
It's over. They ban it.
They unban. They reban. They unban.
It's like depending on what is good for the central government, because it is a communist country, they just flip flop, according to their needs or whatever. So to quote the article, China has banned financial institutions and payment companies from providing services related to cryptocurrency transactions and warned investors against speculative crypto trading. Of course, remember, it's the speculation that they want you to care about. It has nothing to do with, them losing power. But yeah, man.
It's so tiring.
What's going on in China, dude? What are you guys doing? No, but look, but Phil, to be fair, someone pointed out that China was just reiterating their ban from 2017. Why would they reiterate it? I don't believe that. Why would they reiterate it and then a month before, 2 months before, saying it was alternative investment? I don't get it.
I almost feel like they do this specifically to cause price dumps so they could buy more, and then they change the news back. It's like, to me, like, there's no logical reason to do this, so I can only surmise a whole bunch of nefarious reasons, right? Like, they've done this so many times. I remember the first time this happened in 2017 or 2018, right? Like, so I'm like total noob, right? I'm getting into the markets. I'm all into the shit coins, and I see this happen, and I'm like, oh my God, that's it. It's over. And then all of a sudden, 3 weeks later, I see the news come out. Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, they've reopened it again. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I see another country do it. Then India did it. And I'm like, I got the theme. I got it now. It's all a scam. Like, they're never really banning anything. Anyways, you know what? Just another piece to this. Any country that keeps doing this, like, we all need Bitcoin, no matter what country. Okay, just as humans, we need Bitcoin. But if you live in one of those countries where they keep banning and unbanning, that should be a total red flag for you, that you desperately need Bitcoin as soon as possible.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And it's funny too, Phil, because the countries, which we keep pointing out every example, and the countries that do ban Bitcoin, you see the peer-to-peer transactions in that country just skyrocket. They just go, man. So you can't stop the signal. You can't stop the honey badger. But anyways, Jestopher, you have any thoughts on the China flip-flop?
Yeah, that first article, the one in April, that came out right on the heels of all of the China energy crisis happening. And that was showing how anti-fragile Bitcoin was, because, you got a 30+% drop in mining hash power, which really affected the network, but we were fine. In fact, I heard miners were more profitable during that period.
Oh, it was freaking phenomenal, dude. It was phenomenal. it was amazing. Short-lived, but it was amazing.
Difficulty goes down, difficulty goes up. Miners are still making money. It's a great thing, and I think maybe Phil is right that they're wanting to buy the dip.
Yeah, they're buying the dip like everyone else, man. They want to buy the dip. But anyways, check this out. A last piece of the news segment. We do have the Lightning Guru on the channel, so I kind of want to ask him a little bit about what's going on with Lightning. I think this is, just this simple tweet kind of, explains, I guess, what we see as the uninitiated Lightning people. I know Phil knows a little bit more about Lightning, but check this out. A tweet from Danny Scott, the CEO of Coin Corner, and he was pointing out he did a transaction from a UK bank to Coin Corner, which is their exchange, to Lightning, to Strike, to a US bank, and it was all under 2 minutes. That is insane. That is phenomenal. And I think that's just a sneak peek of what the potential is for Lightning Network. But man, Jestopher, what would you say is the status of Lightning today? And where do you see this going? How bullish are you on this? What are the implications? Phil has mentioned some things about how we're not even able to imagine the stuff that's going to be built on Lightning. You know, we know that that's what you dedicate your, you know, a lot of your time to. So what are your thoughts on that, man?
I'm not sure the world is ready to have instant settlement, final settlement, just happen. Like even like Visa, MasterCard, they can't compete with this. There's no way. And this is an open source, open network. Like this thing is growing so quickly. I mean, shout out to Umbrel. They made a really awesome product. I mean, people are deploying nodes left and right. You're watching the growth of the Lightning Network in Bitcoin terms and in dollar terms just go basically vertical. Like it is growing so quickly. And yeah, I think it's at a strong state. You know, I've broken my node a couple of times, but you know, I think the knowledge base is getting stronger and stronger. So we'll be able to, you know, recover from any little bugs or hiccups that happen. I don't think it's you know, hashtag reckless anymore.
So one of the main problems that I've seen, Jestopher, and I'm going to put myself in this basket, right, is that it's a little complex to kind of, I don't want to say complex, but it's just, it's a little technical to, you know, kind of maintain and start a Lightning channel, right? When do you expect that becomes easy for people without them having to rely on a custodial service?
You know, I think lots of folks will rely on custodial services because they might not be able to just afford basic hardware in lots of parts of the world, and or you know, they might be like worried about getting caught with it. So I think like custodial solutions are probably a realistic thing. However, you get to choose your custodian because anyone that runs a Lightning node can be a custodian, and the user experience is improving every single day. I keep on seeing new products released that just look like fun to use. I mean, people are loving Moon Wallet and they're loving Blue Wallet because they are super easy to use. Channel management will continue to be, you know, kind of an abstract problem, and I don't think everybody's going to be managing channels. However, if you do like figure out how to manage channels, that's when you're going to be able to realize the benefits where, you know, you're getting a kind of a passive yield on your Bitcoin by actively using it and making it slosh around the Lightning Network, because you'll be able to accumulate fees.
That's awesome. And I know that Phil's a tinkerer, right? I in my personal case, I've used Lightning before, but I don't actively maintain a channel. I just hodl my sats. But I know that Phil's a tinkerer. Phil, would you agree with Jestopher's point? Do you see the development? Do you see the progress that's being made?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and definitely shout out to the Umbrel team. Another node, right, that I really like is the Start9 Labs, the Embassy OS. I mean, that thing is crazy in terms of the user experience. It pairs to your cell phone. It has an app on your phone to validate the node during the, you know, after you're done with the installation. You know, the other thing is, you talk about the complexity, right? Okay, so when we first started, okay, you used to have to first connect to a peer before you could establish a channel. Now, don't get me wrong, that is still true under the sheets, but that's the key, right? That's the key to the user experience, is that you hide that. And to the user, when you go to Umbrel and you go to set up a channel with somebody, you're just setting up a channel and they are doing the work under the sheets for you. You don't even see it. So it's just, you type in your numbers and it's getting a lot better. There's a couple of other features though that I like that I don't quite understand. And I think that this is where the user experience is going to get better, where it needs to automate it, like looping in and looping out. Like I don't quite get it. And I think that and this is for I think every node, if you have this feature, like there should be, there should be like an F1 menu or something like that, where you can get like a nice little use case that explains like why you're doing this and how to do this. And it should be in the product, right? You shouldn't have to go somewhere else to get it. But anyways, these are very small details. This is typical of a developing piece of software. In our case, a developing ecosystem. So I'm very happy to see how far along we've come and the robustness of the nodes. I feel, if you were to ask me, on a scale from 1 to 10, 2 years ago, how do I feel about leaving, let's say 10% of a Bitcoin, for example. Okay. Well, 2 years ago, I probably would have told you my comfort level would be between, let's say, like a 4 and a 6. Okay. Like that's how confident I was. Now with what I have on my current node, my confidence is much closer to like an 8.5, 9. And that's not like an old meme score where everything is either an 8 or a 9, right? Like this is like really like that's how confident I feel. They've got easy ways to back up your channels. I used to have issues, let's say, where the node would freeze and stuff like that, but like I don't experience that anymore, and it just keeps getting better. And I also want to give a shout out to MyNode. Taylor from MyNode, this guy, like that team, that guy is a machine.
Absolutely, man. So I could attest that both you guys are bullish on Lightning, and it's super awesome. I'm excited. I personally don't use it. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about Bitcoin is that everyone has their thing. Jestopher likes to run a node, pick up those. A Lightning channel thing, picks up those fees. I like to mine, right? And Phil does a little bit of both.
And I do nothing.
but yeah, man. So very, very cool stuff. I know a lot of our viewers are interested in Lightning, so I'm sure they'll enjoy this episode. But anyway, so there was a website by Plebe. Why don't you show everybody?
Websites by plebes or plebs. All right. This is a brand new Lightning Explorer. 1ML is toast. Amboss.space. And this is by our guest, Jestopher. So go check it out. Brand new Lightning Explorer. Very cool. Support the fellow plebs, right? This is a Lightning Explorer by a Bitcoiner for Bitcoiners. So check it out. The link to that will be in the show notes.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. All right, guys, that was our show. But before we go, I want to give a shout out to our awesome guest, fellow plebe. Man, we've been with Jestopher, bro. We've known Jestopher. We were in the trenches with him, man, during the bear market. This guy goes back. But anyways, you can go follow him at Jestopher_BTC. Definitely go check out his 2 awesome projects, satbase.org, where you could tips and tricks for Lightning nodes. Definitely go check them out. Like I've said before, Jestopher is a Lightning guru, man. If you have any questions about this, you go find him at Bitcoin Kindergarten Wednesday at 9 p.m. Ask him yourself, send him a message. And of course, you can go check out his new awesome Lightning Network Explorer, Ambrose.space. And of course, guys, you know what to do. If you enjoyed the episode, smash that like button. And of course, if you want to continue hearing the news from the Bitcoin perspective and the catastrophic fiat and shitcoin fails, definitely consider subscribing, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Simply Bitcoin.